Well, all my hives are going crazy today. It's warmed up to just a little bit over 50, and there's bees flying everywhere. And I'm kind of excited. What I'm going to be doing is I've set all my jars back out. You can see them here. I've set them out here in the yard. So I haven't put my winter bee kinds on yet. So what I'm going to be doing is opening them up, and I got one winter bee kind here, I guess. But I think I'm going to be putting on my jars because it's going to be warm enough to feed my bees for a while. Liquid. So I'm going to go back to liquid for a while, and it's going to be warm enough for about maybe a week. So I'd rather get a lot of liquid in there, as much liquid as I can, rather than the hard candy until it gets colder. So I'm glad I left my feeders on. See, here's an example of, and I'll show you in just a minute. We'll open one up, but got my Burns feeder board box here, just with insulation in there, and I've wrapped them. Wow, I mean, it's crazy in the bee yard today. All my hives have done really well so far. We've had some temperatures that were well below 20 degrees, wind chill factor below zero. And even the ones that I didn't wrap this year have done really well so far. And we have had well over 30 days plus where the bees, it never got warm enough for the bees to even come out of the hive. I think this is the first time they've come out of the hive probably in a good month and a half to 2 months. They've been cooped up. And I'm glad I haven't put my winter bee kind boards on yet, because I knew this warm spell was coming. And I decided, look at all the bees on this rock up here. I decided that I would wait and try to feed my bees again, feed them liquid during this warm-up spell. I feel like my bees do really well if I can help them clean their guts out when it's like this. That helps against microsporidium or nosema. And I just feel like it's going to be a good thing to run some liquid. Some people might worry that the bees aren't stinging me, they're just landing on me. But some people worry it'd be too much liquid in the hive in the wintertime. But with the amount of days that we have the bees come fly, it's really going to be good. I need a jacket almost. All right, so this rock has bees on it. Now that's how you get stung. You pick up something with 1, 2, 3, 4 bees on it. So let's get the bees off the rock. All right. And they're going to smell this pretty quick. Let's put that over there. Do I have a bee in my hat? What feels funny in there? Huh. I don't know what that is. All right, there's a bee there. Should not be any bees below this top cover because this is my Burns feeder board in here. So I've got it pretty busy next few days because I want to really feed these bees liquid. And so I've got a lot of insulation packed in here, you can see. And then after I get all this insulation out, you can see here, I've got another piece of insulation, a big fiber board. Look at that. So they had a lot of top insulation, probably R1000. Some of you asked me, David, is it bad? Can you overheat your bees with too much insulation on the top? Now remember, bees are really good about regulating their temperatures inside. Look at all these Asian beetles. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, these were brought into our country to help with aphids, and now they're just taking over everywhere. I wish I could get them out of the feeding area. But some of you asked me, can you overheat your hive with too much insulation on top? Remember, bees are really good at controlling their temperatures, so that's something I am not worried about. Look at all the bees. You can see how many bees there are. Let's get all these guys out of here. More Asian beetles everywhere. You can see how many bees are looking for food. There's a lot of heat coming up there. Wow, that's a lot of heat. So I'm going to put some feed on for them. I'm going to put it right here in this hole. Get more of the Asian beetles out of there. There we go. Oh, good. And I put my additives in here. So I've got Honeybee Healthy, Amino Bee Booster, Protein Substitute Powder. And I'm not going to worry much about the rest of it as far as feeding them. And these holes here, that's a lot. This is a ½ gallon right here. And I'll monitor this. I'll remember that it's 1 inch from the top. And then I'm just going to put my box back on and put my other insulation down in here. Yeah, I'm still going to put insulation in here. And my main reason, get out of there, little bee. Yeah, my main reason for putting this insulation back in here is simply because I want to keep it dry and out of the weather. And I don't want to store it anywhere it's made for this hive, right? So I just need to store it somewhere. That's all I'm doing. I don't really need the insulation. I mean, it doesn't hurt at night to have something in here. All right, don't come in here. Little bees are trying to fly in here. They smell that sugar water, I guess. So we're just storing this insulation here like that. Oh, perfect. Put the top on that. All right, get all the bees out. Did I get them? All right, good. Let's put the rock on. Well, as you can see, I got a lot of work to do. I'm not going to show you each one that I'm going to do, but that's what I'm going to do to each one of these here, all of those over there, and the ones that are back behind the building. I'm going to go through and start feeding them liquid. Now, one more caveat about feeding liquid. I always want my bees to be able to go out and take cleansing flights anytime they're consuming liquid. And so that's going to be important to me, and I can see that that's going to happen over the next week. So as soon as I see where the temperatures are going to start dropping down again, I'm going to stop feeding the liquid 3 days before the temperature drops, because I don't want there to be excessive waste in their guts. I want them to have plenty of time to fly, clean out the gut before. But this is going to give them a time to stay nourished, and also if they want to store any of this, they can. So this is going to be real helpful for me. I will have to collect all of these pieces and store them, but that's pretty easy to store. I'll just store that inside somewhere. And then as far as the winter bee kind going on, I'm in central Illinois. It gets really cold here. We've already had extremely cold weather. We've had, 10 or 11 inches of combined snow so far. And we get well below zero temperature. Wind chill factors have already been 25 below zero Fahrenheit. So I'm going to put my winter bee kind boards on, but I'm not going to put them on just yet. I'm going to wait until we get through this warm spell and it turns cold again. And I think I got a bee crawling up my leg. You can see all the bees are really doing good. Now, some of you may ask me, David, why don't you do an inspection? It's nice outside. See what's going on in there. That's something I'm not going to do. There's nothing I can change, right? I mean, I can't buy a queen, can't have them shipped to me. It's going to be hard if I find a queenless hive to get a queen in there this time of the year in winter. And so this is just a freak warm up. So I'm not going to do any inspections because I could accidentally kill a queen during the inspection. So to me, they're packed away for winter. I'm not worried about them. I don't need to look at anything. I just need to make sure I control the food on top of the hive this time of the year. Even with the robber screen on, like right here, they have to go up and out. And as you can see, look how many dead bees that died of natural causes during the winter. They cleaned out even with the robber screen on it. That's a big question people ask me. So all these bees were just cleaned out today. I wrapped this one. They're just as strong. And I did not wrap this one. I think they're stronger. Wrapping has never really been the deal breaker for me. My hives, whether they're wrapped or not, they do really great. Guys, you've really made my 2025 YouTube channel awesome. You've made it very enjoyable to have live streams every Thursday night. You've made it very enjoyable. Those of you that are members of the channel, supporting my channel, those of you that watch regularly, I want to thank you guys so much. And all of you, please subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel out so much. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. Sherry and I took time out of our schedule to make a video showing you guys how we mix up the winter bee kind ingredients to put the winter bee kind boards on a hive in the wintertime. So some of you may be wondering what the recipe is, or wondering, how to make them if you're going to refill them. Watch this video right over here. I'll see you guys over there.